Hello, today is August 10th. Really excited to come to you all with some news, what we're seeing borrowers having difficulties with, what's going on with the studentaid.gov Save app that was launched. Just some advice on recertifying if you're in income-driven plans. I'm outside, so apologize the noise. And of course, I wanted to say, if you like content around student loans, personal finance topics, please please subscribe. We are growing our team of advisors. We will link below a job description if you know anybody who can, who's interested, analytical, want to help student loan borrowers and can dedicate 3 or 4 days a week, and it could even be weekends, to help our borrowers. Please send them our way. The application is below. So wanted to announce that. Another thing I wanted to announce before I go into all the news is we are going to have a live webinar on August 22nd at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, where we will come with live pro tips on how to prepare for repayment. I know I've been saying all the pro tips across different videos we've been releasing over the last month or so, but I want to combine them, and I will be joined with Wilson Liang from the Finance Hospital, who he sends over a ton of his clients as well to LoanSense. So we will be doing a joint live. It will be on YouTube. But of course, we'll announce it across other social channels. But of course, you can press the bell and notification to join our live when we go live on the 22nd of August. Again, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 Eastern. Okay, now let me get into some of this news. First of all, we have been seeing recertification dates for a lot of people, mostly going into 2024. I've even seen as late as January of 2025. Do not recertify your income if you made less in 2020 or 2021 when you certified. If you made less at that point in time and you make more now, do not unnecessarily recertify early. So I wanted to mention that because your payments will have been lower based on your income from that point in time. So keep that in mind. And then of course you could look up your recertification date. It's on studentaid.gov in your document. It should also be on your servicer site. As you know, the servicers their sites all work differently. So it may be available on some sites and not others. So I wanted to put that out there. I also wanted to inform you of all the different issues we've been seeing borrowers have. Number one, borrowers have told us this, but I have also done the Save app on my own on the studentaid.gov site. And Save is not recommending the right plans. They recommend, of course, the Save plan is coming out. All the rules the version that's being rolled out that borrowers can enroll in now do not include all the rules and the benefits of Save until the middle of next year. However, they're letting borrowers enroll now. When people go fill in their application, oftentimes it's recommending ICR as the only option, which is horrible because ICR should only be used for income contingency repayment, should only be used for Parent Plus loans. And it's recommending it off the bat and not presenting options like pay as you earn and of course Save. So that is not an issue you have to worry if you come to LoanSense though, because we filed the paperwork for you. There was a slight strange pause there because I had there was some glitch there. But anyway, so I wanted to mention that. So the estimator on the federal site is bad, incorrect. Do not rely on that. You can use the LoanSense analysis instead. We will be pushing out all the detailed updates on Save in our software soon over the next couple weeks, but we will not recommend ICR unnecessarily. So you can rely on us. Plus, once you obviously come through our service and meet with one of our advisors, we will make sure you get on the right plan, not just get on the right plan, but be able to file into the right plan, which the federal government sites are not allowing you to do at this point in time. I have not tested the accuracy of the Mohila calculator. which some servicers will allow you to directly enroll straight into their site. I've not tested the accuracy of all the servicer sites, so I don't know about that, but if the federal government main site is causing issues, I cannot count on what the Mohila and NowNet and other servicer sites are doing. So I just wanted to warn you all about that. Okay, so another thing I wanted to talk about is consolidation. So if you have FFEL loans, you absolutely need to consolidate them. There are some issues with consolidating through the federal government site from what I've also heard. That's why people are coming to us. The IDR account adjustment is ending soon, so you definitely want to consolidate. If you're having trouble with consolidation, you can come to us. We will consolidate you properly. But keep in mind, especially if you're going to try to qualify for public service loan forgiveness or even loan forgiveness through the 20 or 25-year plans, you do not want to choose extended repayment or graduated repayment. Do not select that. But we can help you select the right plan if we assist you in consolidation. I wanted to mention that. And then, of course, I have all these people mentioning, even comments on our YouTube videos, about the lawsuits that are transpiring now. First of all, there are a couple conservative think tanks filing the lawsuit. I do not think they have a lot of teeth. And I wanted to mention that because they're filing against the IDR waiver and the account adjustment. They're basically saying, why should people who aren't PSLF get qualifying payments? Why should this 3 years of pause count as payments towards loan forgiveness? They're saying all kinds of different things. But luckily, they also are saying that these programs, IDR waiver, wasn't open for public comment, therefore it shouldn't be legal. However, there is no requirement under administrative rules, like if the EPA, I'm going to use some random example, if the EPA wants to pass regulation on, water, on mandating testing for waterways or something, they don't need to come and get public comment, from my understanding. So I don't really think these lawsuits really have a lot of teeth. They're also saying, hey, if hospitals or nonprofit entities use PSLF to recruit, and now you're making it so these times people don't even have to pay count, then you're making it less of a recruiting tool for these hospitals. But I mean, really, how does that harm the borrower by making more payments count? That's what I don't understand. It might harm somebody from having a recruiting tool, but the point of PSLF, I mean, of course it helps as a recruiting tool, but it's also ultimately about the borrower, not about their employer, right? So I just want to put that out there. So don't worry about these lawsuits. Like, don't think, oh my God, I've been paying for 20 years. I should qualify for this. Now these lawsuits. Don't worry. It's not like mass forgiveness of the 10 to 20,000. I don't really think they have a lot of teeth. By making the 20 years of payments, you've earned the forgiveness that was promised in the 1990s when these programs were first started. And I don't think that the lawsuit, these groups are going to win, because this program has been, the income-driven repayment program has been in place since the 90s. So I don't think they're going to come and sue at the end of 20 years of borrower's repayment and actually win. That doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not a legal expert, though. I'm not a lawyer, so we will see what ends up actually transpiring, but I wanted to talk about it briefly because I want to alleviate the concerns borrowers are emailing us about, messaging, and also commenting on the YouTube videos. So I just wanted to say that. Okay. Of course, people are getting more savings than ever. I just wanted to mention that people are getting like 25, 50,000 in payments refunded that they made during the pandemic pause. People are getting, through IDR waiver program, getting towards their ultimate number of payments to get their loans forgiven. We're seeing more savings than ever. Of course, with the SAVE plan, the payment you have to allocate because of the increase in the poverty line, basically the amount you have to earn in order to make a payment, that's also helping people save a ton of money as well with the new SAVE program. So there's all these different ways. Of course, people who need help buying a home and getting into the new SAVE plan is also helping reduce the debt to income, helping more people than ever get into homes, get refunded, and prior payments are also helping people increase their savings for down payment. There's all kinds of beautiful benefits from these new programs. So more savings than ever out there. Do not let the media scare you from understanding what the possibility is for yourself. So I wanted to say that. Do not let the media scare you, because they will always come with these fear-mongering headlines about another lawsuit. But that does not personally impact most borrowers to date in their scenario. So I wanted to put that out there. Additionally, what was I going to say? Different servicers also are misinforming people. Like, for example, some servicers are saying September won't count towards public service loan forgiveness or towards loan forgiveness because people aren't making a count. But since the pandemic pause is ending August 31st, September isn't going to count. Some servicers are saying that. Other servicers are saying it will count. So there's no definitive news about that. What I'd like to say to you is, especially if you're public service loan forgiveness qualified, do not worry about that 1 month, because with this new PSLF correction, they will allow people, and we're advising people to get into the SAVE program, lower their payments first. You can make from what we've read, the whole rules have not been rolled out yet, but you can make retroactive payments to get past payments counted towards PSLF. Public service loan forgiveness. So maybe this is one of the months that could get counted if it ultimately doesn't get counted, but there's no clarification on that yet, the month of September. Do not worry about the 1 month. Once the program rolls out more details on the possibility of making retroactive payments so that you can get more payments qualified, we will inform you of that as well. But we've already been advising people on strategies to get more prior payments counted, reducing their monthly payment through the SAVE program, and then retroactively making qualifying payments. But that's a whole nother topic on its own, but we've already been talking about that with some borrowers. So again, if you are a student loan borrower or you are a lender that talks to a lot of student loan borrowers, please consider liking, subscribing, sharing this content. We also make blog posts based on the latest and greatest content. Again, if you have anybody to refer as we expand our advisory service, please send them the link below to our job application, as well as consider joining our live August 22nd webinar with founder of the finance hospital, Wilson Liang, where we will talk about all the ways to prepare for repayment. Again, it will be on YouTube Live. We will provide a public post so that you can basically get an alert once we go live, but put it in your calendars. August 22nd, 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We cannot wait to come to you. Let us know if you have any questions. Comment below. What are your biggest concerns starting repayment? Comment below so we can make sure to cover them in the webinar that is coming to you August 22nd. Another thing is we will be doing live Q&A. So if you have questions, you can post them below. You can also attend to ask your questions live. Can't wait to talk soon.